Hey, welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. I'm trying to see if there I am. Got a little delay on there, but I'll be able to see the chat now. I think. Yeah, I got the chat up now, so if you want to chat, go ahead and I'll be able to read it now. I got it right up here so I can see it. All right, so this is part two. If you just saw about 30 minutes ago, I sketched this in with a knife, okay? With burnt umber and black. And now I'm going to get going on the painting. Back on. I hope I don't have trouble with the Wi-Fi. I got my landlord up there. It's on now though. I'm keeping an eye up here. Uh, I could see it locked up there for a second. I'm glad you guys stayed on though while it locked up. Wow, it locked up for quite some time, didn't it? Look at these bubbles. Oh, I never shut the bubbles off. There we go. All right. All right. Well, anyway, we're back on. Thanks for staying on. I see there's a few people on. So what I'm going to do here, once you get a blue sky up here, take some white, titanium white, and shoot some color across the the canvas like this. Some anywhere you want, white streaks like this. Now rinse your brush off. Put a rag in. Get a rag in your hand and wipe it off. And we're going to blend those white streaks in really, really lightly. Okay. Focus on the bottom part first, and just kind of lightly blend the white. It's going to end up looking like some clouds in there if you do them just right. Just like that. It's going to look like distant clouds in there. Doesn't that look cool? Yeah, it already looks like we got some cool clouds in there now. Right on. I like that. All right, now I'm gonna do the mountain next. I'm gonna use this is Payne's Gray. Put a little bit of white in it though, because it's too dark. Payne's Gray for the mountain, and that looks dark enough. Now just do the top points first. Fill in the top part of the mountain. Wet your brush just a little, okay? And get the edge of the mountain to look really smooth up there, like it's finished. Just do the top part first. And And then start bringing it down a little. Just a little. Now I'm going to introduce another color at the bottom. I'm going to grab a little titanium white and grab some of the gray at the bottom of the mountain and pull it down a little. Some more white. Just light this whole valley down here. I'm going to want really light. I got to remember the rivers here, so I'll have to put this back in once I'm done. But let's fill this whole valley in with like a light gray. Just like that. Rinse your brush off. Now we're going to blend the back side of the mountain in. Try and pull the dark color down into the light color. You got to keep wiping your brush off. Pull the dark down into the white. Wipe your brush. And then let's blend it now. Blend the whole thing in. And we're going to have a nice valley down there. You see that? How it goes from dark gray to light. It's going to be like fog down there. I'm going to put the river back in. Still running. So my river was coming from back here. Oh, he had it right there. Oh, right here. I want it to come from far back now. So I'm going to bring a river down and then tie it into here. It's going to be a waterfall. Let me do this real quick. Getting some blue with a little gray in it. This is going to be water down here. Water. This is going to be a ledge that you can stand on and look down in there. This is going to be a cliff. There's the water in the river. I'm going to put the waterfall in right now with the fan brush. So this is going to be kind of like a cliff here. Up here. Let me put the waterfall in real quick with the titanium white. We'll have it coming from here. And a little bit from over here. Look at that. I wanted to put it in so I could see where to bring my water from back here. Alright, I got a good spot to bring it from. I'm going to bring it from way back here, water. And I'm using a cool knife to do this with. You can really cut your rivers in really cool with this knife. Look at that. See how it's going to be coming down like this and then right into here. Man, that looks awesome. Let me zoom in a little more. Thanks, Tamala. Does look pretty cool, huh? Make sure you go back and watch how I sketch this when you're done watching this. So now what I'm going to do, this is going to be a simple one. I just have a hill over here and a hill over here and a little outpost here where the trees are going to be. If you were standing up here, you'd probably be about this tall. You'd be looking down at the waterfall on this ledge here. So I'm going to finish putting the rest of the color in. If you guys are first time watchers, I like to put in a thin coat of color first, a thin layer, and then I start painting once I get all the underpaint in. I'm going to make these green hills. I got a sap green here. I'm going to put a little yellow in it to lighten it up a bit. I don't want it too bright though, so I'm going to put a little black in it, believe it or not. I want it to be in the, like a shady type green, okay? And let's put this hill in here. I had it kind of jagged here. I don't know what happened to it. I want kind of a jagged hill. There we go. Just like that. I don't want it like a bright green in this picture. I want it like to look dark green. I'll lighten this up just a little for this hill. I'm just gonna put white in it though. So you get like, I'm gonna get like a pastel green over here. But it kind of looks cool with that green. I'll have to put the river back in. Look at that scene. Wow. That looks amazing. This the cliff. You see the cliff now? Falling off this green hill. I'll have trees over here. Probably gonna have one big birch tree go up here. Have you seen me do my birch trees yet? They're pretty cool. So I gotta put some of this river back in here because I lost it. So it's just gonna be a line coming from here through here back down to the top of the waterfall here. Something like that. Alright, very good. Let me do the snow on the mountains now, because I'll probably lose the river and have to put it back in again. This is the fun part, the mountains. Gracie, how you doing? Groggy Aggie, destroy it with water, yeah. Destroy it. Alright, let's put some snow up on the mountains. Look at this. chunk of something in there. Chunk of something. Didn't really mess the mountain up there. All right. Got them. I got some kind of ledge back here. I don't know what this is going to be. Maybe like a glacier up there or something. Have you guys ever seen a glacier? We got some here in Seattle. At Mount Rainier, there's a glacier. That looks pretty good. I'm going to mix some blue and white for the shadow side now. I put a video on earlier and YouTube, they say, they recommend the times when I should put videos on. And like they say, Monday and Tuesday is the worst, the slowest days. But I ended up getting a lot of traffic on one of my videos earlier. There was more people on today than normal. I went to the store today to get some food, and all the employees, they were wearing stuff on their face. I'm like, why are you wearing those? And they're like, don't you watch the news? I go, no. So apparently there's some outbreak going on here in Washington, but I haven't been watching the news. I don't watch the news. I'm too busy painting. Look at that. That's how you do mountains. You don't have to fill in all the color. I like to leave some of the dark color in there so it gives the mountain some more more things going on in there. But I do put some color underneath all the white. Wherever there's white, I just put a little bit of this blue at the bottom. Man, that looks pretty good. That looks sweet. I like this mountain right here. Looks really bright right there. It looks like the sun is really hitting right here on this peak right there. You see that? So I'm going to do that over here. I'm going to put a little more white up there. A little more white on this peak so it pops a little. Like the light's hitting there. There we go. Looking pretty good. Looking good. I'll bring this down a little more to make it look like it's turning this way. See that? Peak is turning. there's ways to make these mountains, like I could try and turn it this even more this way so it looks like the peaks, but I don't, I'm running out of room right now. So I don't think, I didn't mess my water up, my river, it's still there. If you're doing a mountain like this, rinse your brush off and then kind of dry it off a little, and come in here at the bottom. See how it's blending a little bit in, and just take a wet brush and hit the lower portion of the mountain and get it to look like really soft down there. Just at the bottom. Make it look like mist down in this valley, like a fog. Before it dries. Once it dries, you won't be able to do this. So there we go. It gives it like a soft appearance there. You could go up about maybe this high. Don't do that part though. I like to leave this section very dominant so it looks cool, stands out. This is looking pretty good. All right, I'm gonna start putting some, oh, I never finished the underpaint. We gotta finish that ledge. I'm gonna make it like a gray, like it's a rocky ledge going down. So what we'll do, I just get some light gray color. And we're gonna make it like a rock, like you're standing on a rocky ledge here. I don't know. You guys that are on live right now, would you guys, do you, would you be interested in like, because I do abstract faces that are kind of cool. But I don't know if you'd be interested in watching like me do a abstract face or something. They kind of look like Picasso type abstract stuff. I wouldn't do them all the time, just like do a couple landscapes and then do like an abstract face or something. So now you can see the river down there. That snow melt's coming all the way from way back there. Looks like Colorado now. Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. Let's put a, oh yeah, if you guys, can you see my band over there that I'm in, Rick and Lisa? If you guys want to hear me sing, go check out that channel. Lisa's my friend. We got a band together. And we're on YouTube. It's called Rick and Lisa Experience. You can hear me sing and play guitar. So I'm going to put some, a tree up here, some small trees coming down this ledge. This is burnt umber and a black mixture, okay, to make these treetops here. burnt umber, and black. You want it really dark. It makes the burnt umber look really cool. Look at that. Watch what you do when you add a little white to this. Just put a little bit of white on your fan brush and watch what it does. It turns a nice brown color. I'll try and bring out the bottom of the trees there with this, just a little bit of white. See that? It's a nice rich brown color. Put some, these are trees coming down that hill. That looks pretty wicked. Man, that looks so awesome. I can't believe it. And that's Winsor Newton. Winsor Newton burnt umber. Winsor Newton burnt umber and Winsor Newton Mars black. Man, look how cool that color looks, man. I'm just gonna put some small trees here somehow on these hills. Look at that. I'll leave a little spot open for the water to get through there. Man, that is looking awesome. That is looking awesome. Now there's some different style trees I do. Check this out. I'm gonna put one of them up right here on this top of this ledge. I'll put a couple of them right here if I can. So these are not Bob Ross trees. These are different, okay? Now watch how I do it. You want to bring down the left side and then get fatter in the middle and then skinny at the bottom again. Okay? It's a different kind of evergreen tree. It's where the leaves are pointing up. Okay, it's kind of hard to make it small like that, but it came out pretty good. Over here, I'm going to put a big tree over here. Now this is like the foreground. If you were standing right here, you're looking down at the water, okay? So I'm gonna get this is a round brush, and I'm gonna make a birch tree now that goes pretty much through the whole painting all the way up to the top. I gotta see what Groggy Oggy says about that. I'm gonna use the burnt umber and black that I sketched it with, and you want to get it kind of wet because I'm gonna try and do the trunk right up in one shot. We'll do it right here. Oh, needs more water. I want it to be more straighter than that. There we go. Birch tree. Don't worry, it didn't ruin anything. You can still see the mountains and everything here. Doesn't that look cool? Oops, I'm getting a little too fat now. I gotta be careful not to get too wide there. Alright, there we go. Man, that looks pretty wicked. I really like that. That looks like it's right in your living room. Right in your camera. So I'm going to mix a little white and blue. This is pretty fun. This type of tree. Now, you just got to fill your knife up with, this is a light, it's a blue, white with a little blue in it. And you just pull from the right. You go down a little, then up. Down a little, then up. And you gotta go all the way up the whole tree. If you go down and then up, it makes it look round, okay? Doesn't that look wicked? That looks so cool. That looks so cool. I'm digging it. I wonder if I need to put, I need to start putting animals in here, do you think? Some animals in my landscapes. All right. I kind of like that tree, man. That thing is huge. It almost looks like it's gonna come right into the living room. Wow. Now that's in the foreground for sure. It really is. All right. So something that big right there. I'm gonna have to put some bushes right here uh, to offset the size of that tree. Just some easy type bushes right here. I'll let them dry and then I'm gonna highlight them. Yeah, see, these are little grassy things here. Wow. I think someone's gonna buy this one. I really like it. Looks pretty wicked. Am I missing all the chat? No, nobody's chatting. Let's see if anybody knows Spanish. All right, so now I kind of like this the way it is. It's already dry. I can sell this right now. It's already dried. That's what I like about acrylic paint. It dries, and if somebody wanted to buy this tomorrow, I could sell it, you know. So I got these rocky ledges here. I got to put some white on those now. Pretty much the same way you do the tree. You just pull down a little white from the top. Just like that. That looks cool. I'll show you a real subtle way to highlight these bushes here. Take your fan brush and put the smallest amount of titanium white on it, and just imagine the light hitting just on the ends of these branches like this. Okay? Just like that. Now we'll let that soak in and we'll see if you like that kind of look. It's an easy way to highlight your bushes uh, and make it look kind of subtle. You could do that with these trees, these bushes too. Uh, by just barely putting a little bit of white on them, just to get some separation. So maybe you got, it's too much. Too much. You just got to put a little. White, you got to be very careful with white. It's pretty strong. I'm trying to think. I could change these to yellow ochre. I'm going to put a little white and yellow ochre together and get a very light yellow ochre color. highlight these bushes down in here. See that? See how I left the bottom dark? And then you could take the corner of your brush and swipe some lines underneath if you want. Very, so it looks like there's branches underneath. I'm gonna highlight these out here, make them lighter. These bushes on top of the ledge. Just gonna turn them to yellow. Alright guys, I think that's all I'm going to do. I mean, I still got to do some clouds, but let me see how long I'm at here. 42 minutes. I can show you an easy way to do some clouds if you want. Where'd my Pepsi go? I can do some clouds up here if you want. I don't know who's on anymore. Let me show you this real quick. We're gonna use a knife. I'm gonna put a cloud right here, and I'll show you what you need to do. Just put a little bit of titanium white on the tip of your knife, and let's put it in right here. Just like that. Now grab your a filbert brush and rinse it off with water, then dry it off. And then what you're going to do is go across that white very lightly, back and forth, and then pull the bottom part of it to the left and the right, just the bottom, and just blend the bottom out a little bit. Leave the top white, and there you go. You got a couple cool clouds right there, and it makes it look like it has a shadow underneath it already. You got to do one cloud at a time, because if you do them all right now, they're going to dry on you. So let's do one over here. You just put the paint in like this, any way you want. Grab your brush and start blending it out. And just blend the lower portion more than the top. And you can blend it up a little, sideways, just blend it into the sky. But leave some of the white on the top. There you go. There's another small cloud. They look more natural when you do it like this. And as you move up in the sky, you got to start putting more paint and getting bigger, okay? Then you'll get the illusion of the clouds are going back in the distance Okay, same thing here, just lightly blend it first, the whole cloud. You can pull it in different directions and then start blending it. Blend the bottom lightly, just like that. There's another one. When you have something in your sky like this is the best kind of clouds to make, okay? Because you're not going to disrupt this. Is already dry, see? It's already dried. That way you can watch. I want this a little bigger. Just blend it out and it'll look like cool clouds. That looks pretty good. All right, guys, that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to put a few twigs in and birds and call it good. Yeah, if you guys really like this, if you wouldn't mind sharing it too, if you got, you can share it. I think on Facebook and Instagram. I'm not sure. Or get your friends to subscribe. I'm trying to get to a million people. You're probably laughing. A million? You know, only 1% of, it's even less than 1% of the population do art. So you guys need to go buy your paint, start doing your artwork. We still need more artists out there in the world. I think computer art's going to take over pretty soon. This kind of art's going to die away, because when I'm gone and the young kids are going to be doing everything on the computer, they'll be creating this stuff on the computer, so you won't need this stuff anymore. Everything will be NFTs. You'll own an NFT and you'll look at it on your phone. You'll be living in one of those Tesla homes. You're not going to own any, all you're going to own is a car and a few clothes, and you're going to have a phone and your job, and that's it. Like a dreary life. Alright, there you go, guys. Thanks for watching. I think I had a few of you on there today. Let me give you the bubble show. Look at that. See, I could see everybody's, if you were talking, I could see up here. I had my phone here. Watch this, I'm going to put the dance lights on it. They'll change colors. Wow. Looks cool. Alright guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. I'll see you on the next video. Have a good week. Cheers.